Sahagun, and she joined Toastmasters around a year ago yes, it's been a whole year, to get over her nervousness when speaking and to become a more thoughtful and concise speaker. Her speech today is speech number 9 from the Competent Communicator Manual, and its objective is to speak persuasively with power. And the title of her speech is Sitting Your Life Away. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Mark. I don't know about many of you, but this is how my day starts. Get in at about 8 o'clock, 8:05, okay, you caught me. And I sit at my desk, and right when I sit down, meeting. Then there's another meeting. Next thing I know, it's lunchtime. I have a Toastmasters meeting. Or if I don't have a Toastmasters meeting, I have just enough time to run down to the caf and get up from my chair and grab lunch. Back at my desk around 12:30. Because I have another working lunch meeting I have to call into. By that time, I'm trying to get all the things I've gotten done that day that I didn't get to do because I was in all these meetings. Look at my watch. It's 5 o'clock. It's time to go. I have been sitting for over 8 hours today. How many of you have days like that? They don't have to be every day, but I know that some days get away from us. And that's terrible because statistics have shown that on average, people that sit over 4 hours a day lose 2 years of their life. That's the same as smoking. So if you're thinking about it right now, you're all smoking right now. You're all sitting. It's unfortunate. Now, whether poor health leads to sitting or sitting leads to poor health, we don't know. But one thing is for sure, that sitting kills. And what I want to talk to you about today are how sitting is bad for you, things that are available to you, options that you can take on, even here in this building, that you can take advantage of, just being a Northrop employee. And third, things that I've incorporated into my own life that you can learn from my own personal experience. So first off, how sitting is bad for you. There aren't any direct links to sitting and dying. But there are direct links between sitting and having sluggish blood flow. Between sitting and burning less fat. You're just not active, right? You're sitting there. I mean, how much fat could you be burning right now, Alex?
Not much.
Yeah, not much at all. There are direct links between sluggish blood flow as well as low activity. You're not active. You don't have an active lifestyle. Those things are linked to heart disease, to high blood pressure, etc. So why would we sit all day knowing that there are health consequences to sitting so much? On top of having a job like we do, it's a very sedentary job where we sit for 8 hours. It's the nature of the beast, right? Some of us have 1 hour commutes into work. That's 2 hours, you're just sitting in your car. Just by our own lifestyles, we're sitting so much. So why don't we combat that? Some things that we have here at Northrop that we should take full advantage of. I don't know if you guys have heard of the Virgin Pulse, where they give you a free pedometer and you can track your steps. I have my own pedometer here. I'll talk to you more about that in a second. We have semi-annual health checks where you can check your BMI, your weight, your HDL, all the cholesterol and all of that. We also have a gym downstairs I think is $2 each week, which is $8 a month. At lunch, you can go down there, go for a run, or if you have coworkers who go on runs at lunch and want to invite you, don't turn them down. Sorry, Kyle. I'll go on a run with you. Get up from your desk. We have 15-minute breaks. Step away. The work will still be there. And in that time, you can take a lap around, I have a map I want to pass out to you guys, but this whole perimeter of where we work is a mile and it's only 20 minutes. So you can step away and, clear your mind, get away from the work. Other things you could do are just stretch. Get up, stretch, and take a break. It really is just being in that moment where you're working so much that you forget to stand up. Things that I have incorporated into my own life is on top of doing this walk, which I encourage all of you to do today. If you take anything away from this, I hope that I'm walking and I see you guys out there walking with me. But on top of that is I've incorporated having a pedometer with me. Now on my most active days, I've noticed that awareness is the biggest motivator for me. I had 24,000 steps on my most active day. And in comparison, on one of the days, which was the next day I was resting, because I went on 2 hikes that day, I only had 3,000 steps. 3,000 versus 24,000, just me knowing how active I wasn't makes me more inclined to be more active. So become more aware of how active you are. Another thing is that if you sign up for the Virgin Pulse, you get rewards. You get gift cards for stepping more. So why not earn it for gift cards if not for your own health? But what I want you to also know is that there are other things outside of work. I also have a Nike tracking app. As you can see, I did do the walk today. It's roughly a mile. You can do it too. But there's a lot of things about health and working in the environment that we work in because we do sit so much. So to conclude, this brings me back to a speech I heard. I'm sorry, Kyle, I'm calling you out, but you painted a really, really great, vivid picture of a vegetable on a counter. And if you buy a vegetable and you leave that on the counter, it rots. Think about your body as a vegetable. If you don't do anything to it, you're rotting where you sit. So do something about it. Understand the consequences of sitting, the things that you can do to equip yourself to combat that. And I'm going to pass this out to all of you now because if you take anything away, you don't have to buy a pedometer, you don't have to sign up for Virgin Pulse, but give yourself that 20 minutes to just take a walk for your own health. Don't let yourself rot, because who really wants to sit their life away? Thank you.
Thank you. That was an important reminder to all of us to not sit around. I think we've all heard those studies saying that sitting around basically takes years off your life. And as much as I'd like to think that playing a ton of volleyball over a weekend is going to make up for sitting around all week long, it doesn't actually work that way. So thank you for that reminder.
You're welcome.
The next speaker